Hey y'all, Dina from the Fruitful Fig, and I thought I'd show you a little garden update. So, the grapes don't look like they have done too much since we put them over here. I'm hoping it's not going to be too shady because they don't really get any sun till the evening. But we'll give them a season or so and see how they do. Maybe they just need some time taking off. So, our basil, this is all basil. I think we had 5 different kinds, if I'm not mistaken. And then we also still have our grapes ripening. This is the only plant that has any on it, but it's getting ripe. We also had used soil blocks, if you remember. And so we ended up with a few tomatoes. There's another one back there. So we had seeded in soil blocks, and then when things didn't make it or didn't come up, we just reused the soil in here. So we may have more tomatoes popping up, but we have 1, 2, 3, at least 3 tomatoes in here. And we may have to move it, I'm not sure. May move it to the back so it can kind of grow up over the fence like this other one is here in the back. But this here has really started blossoming. You can see the difference. I topped these. You can see how the new growth came out. Pretty sure I did a video, but I don't know if I posted it or not. And then these have big, huge leaves. Each one of them's different. There's 2 different kinds of purple basil in here, but I don't recall what the names are. And they both look the same to me, so this is the one that's like what's down there on that end, I think. Pretty sure. One just happened to get mixed in, or no, it might be this one. This one has a different feel to its leaves. But either way, I just wanted to try out some different basils, and so I just started a bunch, and we'll see, because I like eating basil fresh, but I've tasted this basil, and all of it I don't like. Some of it's alright, some of it's a little strong, and some of it don't have much flavor at all. So we've been super busy. If you can't see there, my husband hit a pothole, and his ball joint or something fell out. I don't know. Insurance is paying for it. We've got terrible roads, and we've hit it on his way to work, and so hoping that it doesn't mess anything else up, because there's water running inside already. Insurance said to get a shop vac and suck the water out, so I don't know. We're supposed to be going, I think it's supposed to be going to the shop soon. We're waiting on insurance to get back with us about picking it up and taking it to the shop. But anyway, this is the front bed. If you remember, I had sweet peas out here, and I don't know if I have any video up or not. But anyway, of how tall they were. So the sweet peas on this side, they came all the way up to here. Sweet peas on this side, they came up to about here, but then they leaned outward a little bit. So they were probably both almost to the center. And we picked a ton of peas off of them. And blackberries, I think I've picked probably like, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 quarts so far. Some of these blackberries are the size of my thumb. Like, a lot of them are. There's some of them, like on this one little branch here, that, like these ones here are a little small. But even these here are almost as wide. Let's see if we can find a ripe one. We got some that are almost ripe. Oh, there's one. I don't know if you can see how big that is. That's not even the biggest one that we've had. We have had some huge blackberries this season. Let's eat that one. See how it tastes. That one there was a little bit sour. A little sour, a little sweet. We've got our radishes that have went to flowering. Some of them have already set some seed. If you've never grew radish to seed, this is what it looks like. And then this will dry and there's seeds inside. I've got my onions, in which they're growing, but I didn't know how good they'd grow up here because, like I said, we don't get but the evening sun up here. Plus, we've had a ton of rain. It's been raining for, I don't know, a week, maybe longer. And so we've been getting a lot of rain. Of course, the gardens need it. I'm not saying they don't. See, if you see these are a little bit further along. They're starting to turn a little yellow. They're not quite there yet. And then our carrots are still just barely coming along. I had one big old carrot over here that I was excited about, and it's going to flower. See, so that's okay. There's another blackberry over there. My basil is now getting a chance to grow. It's been shaded where we had those peas across the front, and then I added in these vines here in the front, which I'm not sure if they're loofah or birdhouse gourd. But they're one or the other. So, hear the birds. That's what this looks like. Our little baby, what is it, baby blue spruce? Baby blue spruce, it's still coming along. Let's put on a lot of growth this year. I accidentally broke this piece of the blackberry the other day, so I stuck it in and it's still alive, so we'll see how that goes. I want to show you this. This is that purple rose that I got for our anniversary, and it was not doing well, and so we potted it in these big pots, which I think are 25 gallon, and we had cutting it back, I don't know, down to here probably, something like that, and all that's new growth. And so now it's got a bunch of roses coming out on it. It's looking nice and healthy, so we'll see how that continues to go. These are the only tomatoes that I got left to plant. We planted like 230 tomatoes at our other land. And then this is amaranth, which them two there don't look as happy as this one over here. This one over here is already starting to get some red in the middle of it. And the only difference is it's just sitting over here. And it's in a 4-inch pot instead of, I think those are 2.5 inches or something like that, 2 inches. So I'm going to pot those other ones and put them over here. I really want to find a place to plant them, but I'm not sure where I want to put them yet. So, oh, these are suckers for, I think a pineapple tomato and maybe Cherokee purple, I can't remember. But anyway, I took some side shoots, you know, the suckers off of it, and I rooted them. And if you can see, they already got some roots coming out the bottom. They root easily. Let's see if this other one does. Yeah. So these are ready to be planted. I just stuck them in there like, I don't know, maybe last week. This is lemongrass, which I'm not sure where I'm going to put it at yet. But that's what that is. I think this is a daisy. These are my peppers. So I have sweet peppers and I have jalapeno peppers. And that's what they are between this tray, that tray, and the front of this tray. And then the back here, there's my amaranth. This on the side is yarrow that I started from seed. That's what that there is too. I gotta find a place to put it, a permanent place. Then there's one blueberry, but there's blueberries all over that are sitting. I got these grapes that have to find a home, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 because there's one over there. And then I got this raspberry that has to find a home. It's looking beautiful. My rose needs to be pulled out from underneath there where we were watering stuff. It got a little funky looking, but it's starting to put on some new growth. This is our potato. I guess I could have showed you that. It's flowering. We didn't plant these potatoes. These potatoes came up. We had planted them last year in our little bed over here, and then all the stuff that was in that bed went into the composter, and so it came up in the compost. And so we got one more that's back there that we didn't move, so we're just letting it be. We moved it into a pot so that we could continue to use our compost, and then we'll see what it does. This is my little mint that I started from just a little tiny cutting. This is a sweet mint. It tastes really yummy. Like, this would be good for teas and drinks. It's a little different than the peppermint that I've got down there in those pots. So these are all blueberries, which there is several plots of them down there. And then on top, this is haskell's, and in the back is a grape. These are our pecans. And then eastern redbud in the back there. This is elderberry. Those tall ones there are indigo bushes. There's some more elderberry, and then what is it called? Echinacea on the end there, and a couple weeds too that need to be pulled. Then this is some rosemary, which is kind of covered in some peppermint, but that started from just a little bitty twig, and it is growing nicely, I think. And this is another blackberry that needs potted, but we've got several blackberries off of it, and it's, I guess, about to go dormant there on that one. But this has got new growth coming out. And then this is all peppermint around it. There's got some that needs to be trimmed off, but this is black mulberry. And then this is all peppermint. This was a fig, but it did not come back from winter. And then this is a raspberry. It's not as nice and bushy as that other one over there, but I think it's just where it's sitting at. And then, let's see what else we got here. Start back at the front. So, we moved a few of our blueberries over here. We're going to move the rest of what's under here out to this little bed, just so that they can get more sun, because they're not getting that much over there. This is sedum, I believe is what it's called. It's kind of got like a rubbery leaf to it. It gets really pretty flowers on it. And if you can see how many little stems are in there, I started with one stem, no, two stems of this that I got from my grandpa. Just took a little cutting of it and stuck it down in some dirt. And so then it's doubled and doubled and doubled. And so I've got this pot. I've got this pot here. We planted some out by the mailbox. So, I mean, it reproduces, and it's pretty even when the flowers dry on it. the flowers make like a nice dried flower. And then this is a fig. It's a Chicago hardy fig. It needs some trimming up on it. But we've had so much rain and we haven't trimmed anything yet. This bed here has comfrey all in the front here, in which it has flowered. And this is true comfrey. This is not the Bachman 14 or whatever. I don't mind if it spreads by seed because it's going to do nothing but be good for my soil. So if you can see, maybe, you see almost seeds in there on the inside. There's 4 seeds. That's how it reproduces, but it also reproduces from the crowns that you can dig up, the rhizomes in the bottom. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 plants, but really, if you can see, this one here has its own little rosette over here, and that one has its own rosette, so those are really 2 plants. And the others are like that too, but I'm going to let it grow for a season, and then I'm going to split it up, grow for a season, split it up. And then this is a pepper. I'm not sure if it's a sweet pepper or a jalapeno pepper, but it's one or the other. I just picked some out and threw them in my bed because to me it doesn't matter. I'm going to know what it is whenever it comes out. So I planted some stuff in here, which I'm pretty sure that I planted kale. I could be wrong on that. But I think that's what that is. And then I also planted something else, which I can't remember what it was. I think it was some kind of squash maybe, or something. I don't know. But anyway, we'll figure it out when we get here. I like to be surprised, don't you? So, there's another pepper and another pepper. Then I have, okay, this is motherwort on this end. This is bone knit in the center, and this is, no, bone set in the middle. And this is comfrey on the end. And I got that from my friend, maybe like a month or so ago, something like that. And I'm so happy though. This is my favorite thing. I bought some last year and it didn't make it, and then she gave me these, and so super excited. I took her a haskap. We traded some plants. So then I have that same vine that I had in the front, which is either a birdhouse gourd or a loofah. But I've got one here and one on the other end. And then this is one of those grocery store tomatoes that's left over there. This is one of the little starts that I pulled off of one of the tomatoes. And instead of sticking it in a pot over there, I just stuck it in this bed just to see if it would take off the same way. I don't think it got enough sun here as it did over there. So I may pull this one out and put another one in. I'm not sure. Tell me this isn't pretty. But anyway, that's what I got in that bed. There's my roses. This is my True Sincerity. I think this is True Sincerity, and that one is too. The roses look a little light though. Just the tiniest pink around the edge. I've had bugs over here on them a little bit, and I don't spray anything. So these are our beans. These are black beans in this bed, and we are actually got some flowers. I knew that we were fixing to be getting some beans soon. There's some on that and over there too. This is a pepper. And then if you can see under here, I started some turnips. I believe they're white turnip. And I did that before the beans decided to go poof and get so big. I mean, if you can see the size of this leaf is like bigger than my hand. These huge leaves. If you see these old leaves, my chickens got in here. My baby chickens that we hatched. We let them be in this bed, which I took some video of, but I'm not sure if it's posted. We just put an extra couple rings on it, and then we just let them run around in there. Well, they ended up killing at least one of my beans, and they were not being nice to the rest of them. So this bean down here doesn't look very good. It's got a little splotchiness to it, so it might have had a little extra poop or something. But the rest of them, they look fine. Look great. And so you'll see how many beans we get. I think we did like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we did 5 rows. I think we did 15. We either did 15 or we did 4 rows of 3. We did 12. I don't remember. But like I said, the chickens killed off this one over here, that one over there, and then that one there wasn't doing too good. It's the smallest of the rest. But that's what it looks like. This is the herb bed that you saw us plant. And I also added in a few, I believe watermelon. This one here is not looking very hot, so it might not make it. And then, I'm not certain if that's watermelon or not, but this one, I believe that one's a watermelon. My sage is doing beautiful. I love the smell. There's bunches of it. And then I've got a lot of cilantro. Cilantro, which we've ate a little, but not really. Like, I ate a few pieces out of the garden. This is our deal. Next year, I will be planting this different. I'm pretty sure this is our deal. I don't think I've ever grown that before. This is that cinnamon basil that I had put out here. And then these are those peppers that we had put all the way down. We still have not moved them, and we may not. We've been so busy. This is our a sunflower. Somehow or another it got in there. And I know I didn't plant any lettuce, but we've got lettuce over there. We got lettuce over here. And we got lettuce over there. So apparently there was lettuce seeds in there. Oh, there's another grape too. Those others were Concords though. This is a Candace grape. And then, somebody got in here and broke more sunflower. I'd say that's the chicken got out this morning. This is peppermint that we just threw a little piece in here. There's some peas that had sprouted. There's some more sunflowers. There's our chicky chicks. Chicks. My little boy, he likes to look out his window. That's his window. That's why we got that up there, so the chicks can't get out. But he likes to look out there and look at his chickies. He loves the chicks. Ain't that right, chickies? Yeah. Oh, they think Mom's got some food. Alright. And that's just their temporary home. And I don't know if I showed this or not, but this is their little house. It's got a little fan that cools the air out. There's our electric, so it don't get nothing on it. Because we got a little light. Hello, ladies! We got a light in here that we cut on during the daytime. That way they can come in here and scratch around and turn over all that poop. Ain't that right, ladies? Say hello. Yeah, can you say hello? Chirp, 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 chirps. Yeah. What you doing, pretty ladies? And then we think that one there's our rooster. It's the only one that's got them super shiny feathers on its back. And it's more, the feathers are more coarse Alright, ladies. Come on. Get back in. Mama's got to close the door. Come on. There's too many of you. Come on. Here, back up for Mama. Come on, back up. I don't want you to get squished. Come on. Come on. Watch out, Sheila. No, Sheila. You can't come out. Alright, so there's the chickies. This is their other side, which it's closed over right now because we've had 10 days of rain. And then I got a little thing down here that I just fill up a little bit of feed in, but for the most part I sprinkle it in because I would rather them scratch around for it. Hang on a minute, let me grab them some feed. Alright. Give the girls some and scratch around. But anyway, that's what we got going on with our chicks. They were just itty bitty. We got them as day-old chicks, all but this bordered rock here that's got the white on its feathers. We hatched that one, which we call Jasper, but I don't think it's a boy. Savannah named her. She thought it was going to be a boy because it had a white spot on its head, so she named him Jasper. So it might be Jazz instead of Jasper. Ain't that right, baby? But anyway, this is the garden over here as it is now. And if you can't see, we've got a mud pit over here. He had the tractor parked down there and it started raining and he didn't move it right away. So once he rolled out, he put it up there. I was like, babe, you can't put that up by the road. Someone might steal our battery or something. Because over at the land, someone stole our battery. So anyway, he ended up pulling it back down here. We just pulled it up here, but you can see how the mud is just caked on it. So we're going to have to finish leveling this out, which he's working on that wall over there. Anyway, but we have to wait for the rain to stop. And where he's moved and done and all the things, this rain at least has packed it back down. So we can kind of see what we do and don't need to do and whatever. And of course, we're not building a house. We're building a greenhouse and a chicken coop. So it's not like, you know. Of course, it's going to be probably end of summer, I would think, before it gets done at least. If not, sometime into the spring before it gets completed. The whole project, I'm hoping. We have very little time and so many things on our list to do. But anyway, this is our little homestead tour, you know, our little update of what we got going on. And I need to do a video over at the land to show you our milpa garden and how the corn and the tomatoes, because we planted 230 tomatoes, I think. So I'd really like to show y'all how that's looking. But anyway, I just wanted to take you for a little walk through this morning while the rain has stopped and it looks like it's actually going to be a nice day. Today's Friday. I think we've got some more storms coming in, maybe for Sunday. I don't know. But I'm going to enjoy it while it's nice out. So I hope y'all have a blessed day. Like and subscribe. Talk to y'all later. Bye.